live. Hello, everybody.
We're live,
Hello,
really?
hello.
Oh,
Yep,
it says
we're
on
live.
here. Look at that.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm watching the YouTube feed and I'm like, it still says transmission data. This is awesome.
Hello, everybody. Welcome
Hey,
to our May Q&A. I hope our audio is okay for everybody.
Thumbs up if you like the audio. Not our voices, but just the audio. I really dig this new overlay you got going on. Great work, man.
I hope everybody else enjoys it.
Yeah, they're going to enjoy it because we told them to enjoy it, right? We're Federation. They do what we say.
Exactly.
Looking and sounding great. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome, everybody.
Yes, welcome. Thanks for
This
everybody
May?
for tuning out. Yeah.
The May live Q&A, our second one. Our second one, Astraea.
It's crazy. I didn't think we'd get past the first one.
Oh, I knew it. I'm a pro at this, man. I even got a proper shirt today. Look, off-world.
I have my Federation shirt.
Yes, you're repping the Federation. I don't know where mine's in the laundry or something like that, but wow. It's just great to be here, man. Like, we said we were going to do this. We did it.
Exactly.
You know,
I think
there's some conversations going on in chat that you might want to seek medical advice and not the advice of fellow YouTubers. Probably not a good idea.
But I guess we could want to get started.
I don't know. Is there enough chat here? Do they want us to get started? Do they want us?
Do they want us to get started, or should we just like end the stream?
Should we just hang out a little bit more and talk about what the weather's like we were doing before the show? You're getting lots of rain. We've got lots of rain. It's rain everywhere. Maybe we need to make a rain planet. A planet just wet all the time, just downpour rain.
Atlantis,
like a swamp planet or something like that. That would be really cool. Swamp bugs, Dagobah or something.
Dagobah. Yeah.
That'd be interesting, right?
It's gonna be a fish bug or something.
All right, let's get going. We got a bunch of questions I know that are pre-prepared that came from the community. So Astraea, it's all you.
Alrighty. I guess start some easy ones.
Easy ones.
Well, you gotta build up the intensity for everybody.
Yes.
We can start with the easy ones. First question from a trooper essay. Will we ever get vibrant skins for armor and weapons? Your game is now the reason I'm trooper essay.
Will we ever get vibrant? Well, vibrant is a loaded question. What one person considers vibrant, another might not. Personally, I like grays. But yes, 100%. Leading up to launch, there'll be a myriad of ways to add some more vibrancy to your uniform with uniform colors, different patterns, stuff like that. They'll be available through normal progression paths and also, possible cosmetic packs post-launch, stuff like that. But yes, we are hard at work working on a bunch of new cool things to reward players with in-game. And, there'll be some interesting patterns on some of those uniforms. That's about all I'm going to say.
Oh, I was going to ask, how vibrant are we?
Well, we got to stay. That's a great question too, right? That's a great follow-up question. We got to be true to the lore and the IP and the brand, right? We just can't have Tron glow bits everywhere and stuff like that because that's not Starship Troopers. But there's room for expression there, and so we really want to, expand that bit of expression. We've already got a pretty cool color palette right now with solid colors in the game that kind of brings out some uniqueness to the soldier within the normal progression path, but there's a lot more room we can do. Like, if we want to do camo patterns or, other tough stuff that I won't spoil. But yeah, you'll be finding out really soon about some of it. I can tell you that right now.
There goes my hopes of a pink Bugs and Kisses skin, I'm guessing.
Oh, no, I never said anything that we wouldn't do something like that. I think pink is a great color. Why not?
Oh, there's hope. There's hope for...
There's hope. For Bugs.
I know some people have been turning that into a visual novel, so
I know it's fantastic.
I'm sure they'll be excited.
I love our community; it's so good.
Exactly. So much, a lot of effort put into those.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who else. Remember, you can always put questions in the chat.
Yeah, I'm looking at chat, and I'll rudely interrupt at any time to answer questions.
I accept that. That's the Federation way. Speak when you want to speak up. Let's see. I guess I'll pull one from our Discord. We have a Ryu Minamoto. Are there any plans to add new locations on pre-existing planets as the story and war progresses?
100%. Yes, I think I mentioned this before. We'd like to go back and revisit Balaka, Agni Prime, insert planet here. Yeah, absolutely. I've actually, it's no secret that I constantly bug our art leads and our environment leads for a dunes, a sandy area with an oasis perhaps on Valaka. Not saying we'll ever get that, but that's kind of where I'd like this, like, look at Valaka, right? There's got to be cool, cool areas we can explore. Same as Agni Prime. There's, the planets are huge, but 100% we want to get back there. That is something we want to do in conjunction with adding new cool biomes into the game. So 100%.
Excited. You said insert planet. I don't know if that's a
insert planet here.
that's some sort of
I
tease.
was
I don't
gonna
know.
just,
I can't trust your words anymore after what you
yeah,
put
well, you
on
can. I tease everything. Anything I do is calculated to tease, whether it's an icon, a statement. I was actually going to put something behind me today, but I didn't want to get marketing yelling at me because, we love our marketing friends.
I think the surprise is always better.
Oh, 100%. Who doesn't love surprises, right? Like, I guess probably there are people who don't like surprises. I mean, good surprises, not bad surprises.
Let's see. Oh, talk about maps. Someone, Mitchell Ellie? Hope I pronounce that. How about an urban map? Is that something?
Oh, an urban map would be really cool, but it has to be done right? It has to look and feel like it belongs in the era that we're in. It is on the approved locations we'd like to visit, like biome wise. Personally, I always like to visit a place that just got a major city urban area. One of our designers actually pitched this idea a while ago, and about arriving on a planet just as the bugs attacked this urban environment, and being DSV is called in as a part of only a rescue squad, but evacuation and thing like that. But yeah, it is definitely an area we want to visit in the future. Nothing imminent, but it's definitely want to get into urban warfare, possibly with trenches.
Oh, that sounds very interesting. Oh,
Yeah,
a lot of planet requests now.
yeah,
Glacier planets.
yeah, and planets are cool, right? We want to go to different worlds, right? And we want to go to worlds that have shown up in the movies also.
I'm sorry, I saw someone say Buenos Aires with a sad.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Still a hot zone.
I mean, a lot to explore. Never
Yeah.
say never, right?
Universe is big.
Exactly. Bugs can be killed in any of those places.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do we have any question from the chat you happen to find you would like to answer?
The chat one. Let's grab one from the chat. I'll get one. This one. Okay, I think I lost it. I'm going through it. Just bear with me. Someone asked about weapon upgrades.
The viewer asked
question
plans for ammo type slots.
Yeah, so part of the weapon upgrade, so we have the mastery path. We're continuing to add into that 0 to 10 on mastery. In the next update coming out, there we will be adding to the ammo slot area with a few little upgrades there for players to choose to. And it's kind of in partnership with a feature that's coming in that update that I may or may have teased quite a bit. Nobody really takes me seriously anymore, but there's a feature coming in R.8 that you might want to partner that a little bit with ammo types. So we're just not ready to blow the door off of .8 yet, and we're going to be doing that within, I don't know, probably the first week and a half of June. We're going to start revealing a lot of stuff, and then leading up until the release window. So, but yeah, absolutely. And the weapon mastery thing is something we want to continue to expand on, but we've got 10 levels in there right now, and we want to make sure each of those levels feel a little bit meaningful for each of the weapons. So, now that we have that system in place and people are enjoying it and using it, and using different combinations, it's time now to, okay, what else can we do in there?
Exciting. I wonder what types we can get. I don't know if there's anything we can reveal, but
Well, if bugs add armor, you'd want something to penetrate that, I guess. I don't know. Does bugs have armor? Maybe. Well,
who knows?
Inferno does. We already know that. Inferno's one of my favorite bugs to hunt down. I love them.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's keep going with regulars questions. I'll make sure I pause a little bit and grab myself or Astraea grab more questions from the chat.
Let's get into one of the big ones. Pablo Leon and Vulcan Fire from the Discord have the same question. We all know bugs have a nerve stem to make them die faster. Will we have this in game as well? I think someone talked about it long ago to have it.
Yeah. 100%. It's coming in the game. It's coming really soon. TM soon. We want to have that in the game. Is super important because it's an important part of the movie. Aim for the stem. So yeah, don't want to really go into detail on that right now, but I can guarantee you'll be playing it. You'll be playing that system soon.
Exciting.
TM. And when I mean soon, it could be 6 months. Like that's soon in development world.
Well, they got 6 months to practice their aim.
Yes, practice your aim quite. Yes.
Saw one about image upscaling, and we had one from Discord kind of related to that from Clinging Mars. With DLSS and DLA added to STE, are there any plans to add a toggle for frame generation as well? It's a huge performance boost in most games that implement it.
Yeah, so yes, 100%. In the next update coming out, we have frame generation as a toggle. So if you're not using upscaling, you can turn that feature on. That's added to the game, which is brand new. But to add to that, just with our image upscaling, it's not a finished product right now, right? Like we constantly update it based on what AMD and Nvidia provide. With the tools that we've incorporated in our games with FSR3 and DLSS image upscaling, we're constantly getting the new updated versions from them, integrating it into our build and making sure we're fixing bugs with it. It's not perfect right now. We're still fixing bugs with it, but we're also partnered with both NVIDIA and AMD to make sure that we're getting the most recent updates. So we're really happy with where it's at right now, and to be able to add the frame generation in now as a separate toggle is great. Yeah, that's in the next update. It's actually being tested with our beta group right now. Oh, well, it will be later today. So if you're in the beta group, you guys are going to get a new build later today. So just let you know. And it has that
surprise.
Surprise. See, good surprises.
Exactly. Only for the playtest group, it seems, though. I think, but they'll be happy. Let's see what's in the chat.
Oh, I'll grab this one. What will Galactic War look like? Well, first of all, Galactic War has been in development for about 5 months right now. It's a big endeavor for us as a studio. We will be sharing tons of updates about Galactic War later in the summer. Our version, or our way of doing Galactic War is more going to be more campaign based and light narrative based and very community driven. And you have to work together. Whether you be a solo player or grouped up in a company, which is clans, but it's really something that you have to work together to achieve ultimate victory in that campaign, in the overall war that's going on, because the war is going on regardless. The Galactic War is campaign based, and you can fail it. So I don't want to go further into that until we get ready to really start talking about it later in the summer. But our Galactic War is not necessarily what you've seen in possibly other games and stuff like that. It's similar, but our own Starship Troopers spin on it.
Nomad 318 had a continuation on that. Will a leaderboard be part of Galactic War? Or is that something we could talk about?
I probably don't want to comment any further on that because I could give away things that we're not ready to reveal yet. But there'll be lots of things involved in it. I can tell you that, but not necessarily just leaderboards and stuff like that.
Oh,
if there's leaderboards, I just don't want to share it right now because we got a lot more to talk about before that.
That makes sense, but hopefully that's a suitable answer. Don't want to.
Oh, someone said, "Will you have a Sky Marshal giving orders?" That I can confirm because I've talked about that before. The Sky Marshal will be making an appearance in our game, whether it's part of Galactic War or not. But yes. And I even gave her name out before. Yeah.
That's gonna be something pretty exciting, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if everybody knows the name of the Sky Marshal. I guess we should tell them again, right?
Oh yeah, the Sky Marshal that'll be coming is Catherine Ramsey.
Also known as Ramrod, right?
Ramrod, yes. She's tough.
Oh, this was technically part of our roadmap when we posted it. Rainmaker170 asked, will there be a clan company connection or
Yes.
objectives?
So I just mentioned that. So companies, we call them companies. We'll call them companies in our game, are effectively clans. Not too many games actually, do clans in first-person shooters. We will. It is really a part of integration into our Galactic War. And it as like the functionality you would want in a clan, being able to invite people, kick people, promote people. We're working on the progression within the clan, but it's something when it does release, it'll be the version 1 of it, and then we'll be growing all the benefits of clans as we update the game post-launch, things like that. But yes, clans is a major part of what we're doing with our metagame and our live services.
I'll be part of a team. Just expand it a little. There was one question I saw. It was from Mitchell Elliott. How do I get into the beta group? So currently, I've put a little bit of a pause on adding new people, but there is a form on our Discord. We'll re-announce it. We're looking for more people. But if you find the form, or we can link it, you can apply then, and we'll just hold on to your application. And if you get in, you get in. But for now, there's a bit of a pause. I don't know how to pronounce this name. I'm sorry. Is it Cyrillic? When can we expect a new update? Is it just soon TM? And will there be a dismemberment system?
Yeah. So 2 questions there. We're working on .8 to release towards the end of June. Right now, that I mentioned in Discord. It's a big update for a lot of optimization changes and updates in the game. So that one's going through an extreme amount of tests right now. So .8 we are planning, and it's got other things in it too. It's got a lot of other things in it. But foremost, it was our opportunity to get, after the last 2-3 months of really having a dedicated team working on optimization, to get a lot of our optimization in the game. And I'll just read off some of the stuff's coming in .8 for optimization, and we're not even close to being done. So, we've improved performance of the UI across the game. Memory overhead across the game we've improved. We've improved input fetching in there. And there's a lot of this is technical stuff that goes completely over my head sometimes too. The performance of our trooper animation, performance of our bugs in our game, the animation around our arachnids. We've added a system that dynamically updates our tick rates based on how significant they are to the player and their position. Bunch of stuff on the skeletal mesh, a bunch of stuff on HUDs when you respawn, a lot of stuff with our 3D widgets in game we've done. Physics-based performance optimizations. We've done a bunch of map optimizations with the GPU on Velaka, the dropship. Optimization art passes in Agni and Velaka. On the server side, we've improved our spawn logic across the board to save MS on that. We've done improvements to our character movement. There's a bunch of stuff we've done in there for .8, and that's just that's the big. We did a lot in 7. We did some more in 7.1. This is the biggest performance optimization pass we've done, where you're going to get a bunch of it into the game. And then after that, there's 2 major ones that we're working on that's going to improve stuff across the board. But we're still not done, just because on PC, we have a set amount of targeted machines we test against, min spec, medium spec, high end, and then a myriad of different setups. We can't possibly test everything, but we know the systems we want to improve. So there's tons and tons of stuff we're working on, and it's been something the community's been talking about a lot. They want performance. They don't want more content. They don't want more stuff that's just going to compound the issue. I know we got that. That's why we've taken a step back and really are looking at our systems and improving it. But we know it's important to have new stuff, new toys for you to go play around with, new things to do, new places to go. But we're doing that very, very carefully to ensure that we don't put in a pile of fixes and then just break it all. Like, we don't want to do that, right? So, was there a second part to that question? Dismemberment. Okay,
Yeah.
so lots of things on dismemberment. We want dismemberment. We want bug dismemberment. We're closer to bug dismemberment right now. Character dismemberment is a challenge right now, and we're big time investigating how do we do it. When does it make sense? Because if you look in our core gameplay loop, we have bleed out. It's super important, right? As a cooperative game, we want bleed out so that people can rescue you. When do we do dismemberment? We just don't have the technology to do it at that time. So we're looking right now is like, how do we dismemberment after you've bled out? Give an opportunity for you to bleed out, not get rescued, and then the bugs tear you apart. Because we want to see that too. We all want that. We want limbs coming at the camera. We want blood and gore and intestines everywhere. I mean, hey, like that's the movie. That's what we want. It is a challenge for us, but we're working on it. When will it come? It will come when it's ready. It will come when we can do it justice, and it'll come. I can guarantee you we'll get it done. Will it come for launch? I can tell you right now, it won't be in for launch. We're really focusing on all of the game, getting it performant, getting the content we want in. But we have started, well, we started a while ago, all the investigation. How do we need to set our team up right to get you the gore? Because we all want it. Trust me, there's not one person on my team that's not a huge fan of the game and wants all these things in there. It's just, right now it's a big challenge for us. Hopefully that answers your question. I know some of these answers probably not answers you want, but they're honest answers, and that's all we can do.
It'd be the Watkins Trigger just exploding into a pink mist.
Yeah, I want that. Yeah, right now it's kind of funny. You blow up when Watkins Trigger and your body's done. If you look past all the stuff that happens, the effects, then your body's just there, sitting perfect. Like, we want that. We don't want that. We want you to get slapped in the screen with an and or something like that, right? So yeah, we want it. We want it all. Even though I'm not a huge fan of horror movies or gore, but I want this.
Yeah, everybody seems to be wanting it. Look forward to it when it comes.
Is Watkins intended to not use tickets? Yes, Watkins is not supposed to use a reinforcement ticket because you're a hero. Do you want us to take a ticket away or 5 tickets away? We could easily do that too. We choose not to.
Scale the explosion by the number of tickets you use.
Yeah.
Hopefully
that answers all the dismemberment talk. Because yes, we want it all.
We're gonna have to clip it and just post that whenever someone asks.
I don't mind answering it over and over again.
So we had the question about optimization, but I think we saw some about quality of life as well.
Mm-hmm.
One on Discord asks for quality of request of squad color codes, just like a dedicated color for each fire team. Is that something we're looking into?
Not necessarily colors, but that could be a part of what we look into. I just think in general, we need to put some time towards making squads, the names, they are a little bit more meaningful. We've had discussions internally about squads, what we want to do with it to make it more than just your party group, like the group you're actually in. So there's lots of talk about what we want to do with squads and how do we further bring it into the lore and add more value and more interesting things with it. So it could be color. One day it could be a reputation track. It could be a bunch of stuff we want to do with it. So yes, it's on the board as things we want to discuss post-launch. Is like, how do we make that more meaningful?
I suppose with that, there's more quality of life ones. I see one from Brandon Engelman. Medic bot is at a disadvantage trying to aim across flat terrain versus being at altitude. Is there any sort of changes we're looking into in regards to
when it comes to all of the skills, all of the abilities, perks, we're looking for feedback. Our combat designers, our meta designer, our systems designers are looking at all the feedback, and where it makes sense and it's a part of what they want to do with the design, we roll it out. We don't wait on it. We'll look at it, get it updated, and get out in game. Just like we upgraded some weapons in the last update, made our pulses a little bit more effective and a longer range, but still not taken away from the overall intent. And we do that across the board. So we're always looking for opportunities for quality of life, for sure. Even in the next update coming out, we heard from the community, though, like, when you look at a weapon and there's a bar going across, it doesn't really tell us the damage, how much damage. That's all gone in the new update coming out. It's all numbers. We're revealing all the numbers for every weapon. And then when you compare it, it actually shows you in real numbers the differences and stuff. So that's all coming out in the next update also. So that's a big quality of life because people want to know about the weapons. And we're looking at a lot more things like that. So that's why Discord and Steam is super important to give meaningful feedback there, because we're reading them all the time and we're looking at it. And yeah, it's more than just our beta group we're looking at. Our beta group, it gives us feedback, but we're also looking across general Discord and Steam.
Oh, there's a pretty interesting one. Greed 15 good again on quality of life stuff. Will there ever be a significant change to the boot camp tutorial instead of just a base building explanation?
Yes.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Not in not in the next month or so, but that the tutorial is on the list of things that's going to get stuff before launch. That's it. Sorry.
But hopefully, I think yes is a good enough answer.
Yeah.
One from chat from Pablo Leone. Oh, we have a lot of questions that are related to this. What's the team sentiment on the new classes? Are they looking and working as intended? And do you guys feel any will be buffed for balance?
Yeah, 100%. We love where the classes are at. They're being played. The one that is the one that's played the least in comparison is the Guardian. And a lot of the sentiment around the Guardian, it changed the least from what the Bastion used to be. And the other 5 classes are kind of more distinct. I think I posted on Steam the other day the class usage, with Sniper being number 1, Medic being number 2, and Guardian is the one that's trailing behind just by a little bit overall. Overall, we're quite happy with the classes. I mean, to get 6 classes to go out without a major revolt in your community, like, the community has been telling us how they like the classes and giving us feedback. We've tweaked some. I think in the next update, the Demolisher is getting a little bit of love. He's going to have a little bit more survivability, which I'm very thankful of as someone who plays the Demolisher quite a bit. But yeah, we're constantly getting that feedback, and we're looking at making sure that they all fit right. But I think the one that we're looking the closest at right now is the Guardian, to make sure we're not missing anything with that, because the Bastion was really fun to play, overpowered in a lot of ways. The Guardian is the least removed from that class. And maybe it's because he's the least that class, he or she is the least used because the rest are new, but we don't have enough data yet. 2-3 months of data is going to be important for us to see if the Guardian crawls back up into that kind of middle group. But yeah, we're fairly happy with it. We're looking at all the feedback we get on classes, making changes where we need to. We're seeing, making sure all the skills make sense on each of the classes. Is there opportunities for new skills or new perks, stuff like that?
Exciting. I guess this is my time to plug and be like, make use of the bug board and feedback channels.
Yes. Yeah, because Astraea can say, I'm in there all the time. I'm always reading it. And so is my team. We have got a lot of developers in our Discords.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed chatting with everybody and enjoy it as well. So if you have anything to say about the classes, please do let us know. It's always exciting to read what people think of every update, what we could do differently. I've seen this question pop up in different variations. This was specifically for the Morita 3 Carbine and the Mark 1 Smartrifle, but I suppose it applies to a lot of weapons people have seen in the films and everything. But will those be looking to be added to ST?
Sorry, can you repeat which guns?
The Morita 3 Carbine and the Morita Mark 1 Smartrifle.
Any gun you see in the movies, we're looking to add into the game. Or like the Smartrifle, the Morita 2. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Yes, they will be added in the game. When? Not too long, I would assume, but we're looking at all those weapons. Maybe even a Nuke Launcher. Who knows? Just saying.
Is that another
I love
PMO
that one.
certified
Golden
teaser?
out of one. We got to get that in the game, right?
Yeah. Guardian is weak to things that can one-shot him. Any AA utility chance? Oh, and anti-air. Maybe for the engineer to build. That was from Lynx. Is that something we're looking to do for other classes to sort of build a defense for within the team?
What was the question?
Well, the Guardian speak to things that can one-shot him. Any anti-air utility chance for
maybe when we put our flying bugs in, then you'd want to have some anti-air stuff. Maybe. When the Hopper makes an appearance in our game, we'll sort that out. Somebody wants to know when the tanker bug raid boss win. Oh, you're hoping for the tanker bug. It's coming. It's coming this year. There'll be a tanker bug in our game this year. Come hell or high water, that tanker's making an appearance in our game. More than just a dead body in Vlog. But yes. Tanker's the big bug we want in our game.
Everybody knows that bugs can't fly.
Bugs can't fly.
I think
flying bugs is coming. It's coming. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it's coming. And a lot of other bugs. Like, I'll make this clear. If there's a weapon in the 5 movies, there's a bug in those 5 movies, can pretty much guarantee it's going to show up in our game within the next, next while. Yes.
Can look
and
forward
new
to
bugs.
But
and interesting.
We don't know when. I think we answered this in the last stream. It was about console. I think we've mentioned that.
Oh my god, that's probably the most asked questions that's not related to our games console. Like, we got to get PC, right? Like, we're on PC right now. We want to be where the players play. Obviously, we want to be there. But we have to prioritize things. And I'm a console player. Astraea plays console. We play PC. Tons of people ask this. I think for us is taking our time and ensuring, what we're doing makes sense. And I can't really say much anymore than that, like, because I don't want to get people's hopes up or anything like that. But me just saying I want to be where the players are. We want our games to be where the players are, and players play all over the place. So yeah. Boop-a-doo.
Oh man,
I'm going through chat too and looking for questions. Give us flying bugs. Yes, I want flying bugs, hoppers. I want it. We also have to have the tech for having flyer bugs in our game and make it seem like they're not on rails, right? You need to have proper AI. You need to have a lot of stuff, You need to have the ability for them to come down, pick you up, and fly out. You gotta have things like that, right? And that all takes development and technology, and we're working on it. That I can tell you.
I guess I'll pull from a Discord. Siren? Siren 3? I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna go with Siren 3.
Thank the God you're pronouncing these and not me.
Yeah. Example would be, okay. Citizen point. Will we introduce any sort of citizenship points or commendation system?
I love that. I love that idea. We want to have a lore system, a canon system, a reputation system. We want to have all those things, and right now they're ideas, but yes, we eventually, like, we got this game for a long time. Like, we've got the license to this brand for a long time, so this game is not going anywhere. It is getting updated, maybe not at the cadence everybody wants to get it updated, but we've got a roadmap that goes in at least a half a decade, if not more right now. So we've got an extremely long roadmap for this game, because we believe in it and we love it. So all those things are a part of it. Like, I love games where you go out in the world and you organically find things and it helps you contribute to something, scientific knowledge, some type of educational knowledge, stuff like that, and get rewarded on it. Like, I love all those games also. I'm a big fan of those. If it makes sense in our game, why not try to get there, right? It's more than just killing bugs 99.9% of the time. That 0.1% of the time, you need to chill out and relax and read a book or a data pad.
Gotta be in theme. Stat pad, yeah. Oh, it's good that you mentioned a roadmap. We had a bunch of questions. This one
Oh
was
yeah,
from
roadmap.
you,
Yes.
Minamoto. Will we see an updated roadmap anytime
Yes,
in the immediate
100%.
future?
June is a huge month for us. Big month for us in June. Lots of stuff going on. Trying to get a major update out, optimizations. I'm going to be updating roadmap. Roadmap's going to change quite a bit. I'm just going to let you know that right now. We're going to focus on 3-month sections and really kind of just really lock in those things and really overall, all the things we've mentioned in our roadmap we still want to do, but we're going to just structure it a little bit differently and move some stuff around. Absolutely, we're going to move some stuff around, and that's based on a lot of community sentiment. I spoke at length last time about the engine upgrade that we did, and it really impacted us, right? And we've been very transparent since day one when we did it. If we didn't do it then, we would never get where we're at today with developing things in nanite and lumen and blah, something I can pronounce. I can pronounce it, I just can't say it. I've teased it a few times. Something that's coming that will blow the socks off you all, without being on this engine. And we've turned that corner. But that impacted the roadmap, and there's no way about it. So we're going to be updating that a little bit. But yeah.
Yeah.
Tanker's coming this year. Somebody keeps saying tanker. Tanker's coming this year. Yes. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to give up. It's coming.
Don't give up. We have half a decade of a roadmap to do.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. But yeah. It's just because I get the person who's doing the tanker sits kitty corner from me. So I see all the work he's doing on it, and it's amazing. So yeah, I get super excited. I'm a gamer, right? Like I walk by the desk and I'm like, oh my god, that's cool. And I'm like, I'm a disruptive force sometimes in our studio. I just walk around and I was like, oh crap, that's cool. Like, can I play that?
I saw the previews as well. It's very exciting. Not now, but I think everybody will enjoy it when it comes out.
Yeah.
Or
not. I don't think they're going to enjoy it at all because they're going to die, and they're going to die a lot.
That's part of the experience. They'll learn to love it, right? I think.
Sure. First thing they'll go is, can you nerf it, please?
I guess I got this one from Valeth. Personally, which is your favorite and least favorite class to play?
I can't say. Don't ask me those questions.
I like instigating.
My least favorite class to play is probably the sniper, because I don't like hiding in the rocks and shooting from a distance. I'm the Leroy Jenkins. I like running, boom, blowing stuff up. So I'm more or less. I to be honest with you, I play a lot of the Ranger. You've all played with me. If you're playing online now, you've played with me. I won't give you I have like 3 private accounts. I won't give you those. But if you sometimes hear me talk, you might get it right away. But I play a lot of Ranger, a lot of Demolisher, a lot of Guardian. I suck at medic. I just don't. You don't want me as a medic. But yeah, an engineer. I need to be in the fight. I'm not. I never like playing really support classes personally, but Ranger's cool because if I play a Ranger, not Ranger, engineer, all I'm doing is putting down turrets and just blowing stuff up, and I'm like, oh, I can't do that because I need to level up my gun, so I need to be shooting bugs at my gun as opposed to So, yeah, I would say Ranger. I like playing like the Ranger, out and about by myself, causing trouble, then running back for help, stuff like that. And Demolisher is just cool. I mean, it's just like shooting out like 3 lure grenades and just watching bugs come in and just blowing them up is really fun. Or the napalm one. But yeah. I don't like, yeah, I guess I would say Sniper is my least favorite. Just because it's not like it's not a cool one. It's just that I get bored up on a rock. Like, it's boring for me.
I'm a flex player, but I do enjoy support. So medic really fits me. But if I had to pick one, it'd be probably medic, and then Ranger second. But
Medic is, like I said, second use class, very close to sniper. Like number wise, is like really, really close.
Yeah, the little stim pistol, being able to hit somebody from a long distance and seeing them get up.
Now that we improved it, right? We improved
yeah.
it so that's a lot easier to aim, right?
Oh, you mentioned engineer in the turret. Dakota Greenfeather asks, will there be any other variant turrets in the future?
Well, we have preliminary ideas on the Guardian turrets to make like a grenade little turret he puts down and stuff like that. So yes, there's ideas around that, around that idea about different versions of turrets and stuff, and even things for the engineer to do, like building bridges and stuff like that. We've got tons of plans and opportunity to do a bunch of stuff like that down the road. Yep.
Grenade turret. That sounds like a lot of fun. Just have an
Yeah.
army of them.
Yeah.
I guess more on building. Is there any sort of expansions that we're looking into regarding base building?
Yep. Absolutely. It's going to be tied to introduction of new things coming to the game. We want to have new buildings that do different things and contributes different things to to the game experience. So part of the roadmap is some type of mech or something like that that we want. We're actively building something that would be really cool that's coming into the game, which would be tied to building. But if you're a fan of the Marauder movie,
Did I hear that correctly? Did you say the word mech?
yeah, Marauder, well, Marauders. I'm a big fan of the children's TV show Babar, so
I feel like
just putting that
we're
out
getting
there.
somewhere here.
Well, it's on the roadmap.
Yeah.
We just said Mechs on the. Nobody knows what we meant by that, but really, it's like why not, right? Let's get those M11s in our game.
Yeah, stomp around, stomp some bugs.
Well, they got to go in the game. It's being built, so eventually it's going to go in the game. So yeah, I love the idea. Somebody said airstrike abilities. Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
Having some TAC fighters come in, that would be awesome. It's funny to call TAC Fighters, but I think only in the films they're ever shown doing bomber runs, which is kind of funny. But yeah,
I'd like to return the favor from the plasma bombardment events.
Yes, me too. I love that event. I'm always getting blown up.
Pretty big question from Discord was from Yamato-san. Will the bugs be enabled to climb over walls like in the movies using their dead comrades in the future?
100%. Yes. Why not?
Well, I hope that answers Yamato's question. Just yes. It's coming. Oh, this one's from Ryu again. Any chance to create custom games with selected mutators?
I'll answer this one very carefully. With the introduction of Galactic War later this year, mutators and how they're doled out and how they're used goes more into the Galactic War component and companies and stuff. So the Galactic War is going to really be taking over, and the campaigns in Galactic War are going to be taking over a lot of what's available in matchmaking through different ways, and what company leaders and officers can do with making stuff. So yes, it's hard to talk about that without really going into too much detail. But yes. There was a question in there, something Potter Cuso. Are you looking at new game modes? Not this time. We have enough game modes. What we really want to do is look into making them more interesting and unique, and different mission types and different flows and stuff within them. So we are doing that.
Sorry, I saw someone say build public showers. I don't. Maybe. Never say never. But that would be a pretty interesting use case, I suppose, for the team. Oh man, so many questions, but which ones do we pick? Stygian Abyss asks, considering the length of reloading, the fact that many things can interrupt it, is there any chance to get tiered reloading eventually?
Oh yeah, so there is mastery where if you choose to improve your reload animation, so you can do that in mastery, make your reload quicker. We've not really talked about that. Sounds like a decent idea. And that's something that, put that feedback out there, and our combat designers will look at that and chew on that a little bit. Yep. And nothing's off the table. But we already have a mastery in which you can improve your reload speed.
Use those
Right?
weapons. Use them. Become comfortable with them and unlock those masteries.
Yep.
Oh man, so many. I don't know if you see any you want to answer. Bring them up.
Oh yeah, there's some Galactic War stuff because it's hard for me to really talk in depth about it because that's going to be later this summer. Yes, you'll still be able to play normal missions, all those types of things, but they'll all have meaning, right? If you're in a campaign, there's a reason why you're doing this type of mission, and these are available on this planet versus other planets, and same as the mutators and what type of blah 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 that does. So yes, there's you'll always everything you do gives you experience. But what type of experience? You'll always get your leveling up experience for your class and for your career. There's other things you're going to be making choices on to help in the war effort also.
It's gonna be very. Oh, okay. Actually,
I really didn't like I love Gears of War, by the way, but I never used to get that timing right on the reload.
Oh, really?
It never really impacted me that much. I still was dominant in that game. I'm dominant. Like PvP in that game, dominant. Like
I was never dominant, but
I was dominant.
I
2v2,
was great with the
dominant.
reload.
Oh yeah,
I could
I was
reload
so
real
sweaty
well.
back then with those hands. Oh yeah, I'm pretty dominant in our game now. I've got a healthy ego when it comes to our game.
Oh, this one's hard. Harder games are fun, and nothing feels as good as a victory after a hard battle. Have you considered making the game in general harder? This is from
Stuff
Tom
is coming
Ace.
out that in general make the game harder. We play tested something today, and I'm like, oh man, that was hard. Yes, but we got to be careful about it, right? We still want our game to be accessible, and we want our game open for all fans to come in and play. And we are introducing things that, in general, just make the game challenging. But we just don't want to do it on slider numbers and stuff like that. We want it to feel organic into the game. But yes.
I think we mentioned heroic mode will be making its way back.
Yeah, there was
Sure.
when I came to the team was Hero of the Federation. We've pulled that off the roadmap as a topic just because it's it was never designed as anything. To be completely fair, they're transparent, that has no design. We want to have a proper design for it because the Hero of the Federation means something to the lore, and we just don't know what it is yet. We got some initial ideas and pitches around it, but it's not something that I would say is something that's coming really quick. We want to have it, but we want to do it right. Will it be tied to difficulty? It makes sense. It would be tied to some type of challenge. So, yep, we did answer about companies and clans, and like I said, it's a really cool thing that our game, horde-based shooter, 16-player co-op gameplay, got clans and all that cool community stuff. It's going to be really cool.
Oh,
I've already named my clan.
See, this question asks a lot. Is there any thoughts on having an 8-player mode, such as increasing Hives from 4?
Oh, okay. So yeah, so Hive Hunt, we got 4 players, right? It's available on easy and medium since the latest update. We pulled that apart. We're actually looking at expanding Hive Hunt post-launch to 16-player versions of Hive Hunt that aren't necessarily just a carbon copy of the 4-player, but making them more. So we're actively designing that right now, and we're actively designing a bunch of other stuff around different type of mission types and flows within each of the modes. So yes, it won't be specifically 8. We love being a 16-player game. I think we're awesome at it. And we think Hive Hunt was already all the maps were designed as 16-player. And we want to take advantage of that and doing interesting things while you're taking down the course. Maybe an idea could be multiple dropship locations within the core, within the Hive map. And you have to do stuff to coordinate to go after the core, stuff like that. So more to come on that later, late summer, early fall, before we're ready to talk about that.
Teamwork makes the dream work. So I starts to just see the image of 60 people running through the tunnels, planting new charges. It's very cinematic.
Well, we can't talk about it, but stay tuned in June. When you just said 16 players in tunnels, I'm just stay tuned to June.
Yeah,
June is really coming up quickly. Oh boy.
yeah, it's gonna be an exciting time. I think it'll be a busy and exciting time.
Yeah, it's gonna be off the hook.
Oh, there was one about AI. I think I saw one before as well. Is there any plans to expand it? And will we ever be able to get recruit bots on the extraction shuttle as well? I feel bad leaving them on the ground.
Oh yeah. Hey, they're just recruits. What are you worried about? They're expendable. They're not DSV. Yes, we'll be making improvements to that. Already we've made significant improvements to our AI pathing and stuff like that. They kind of don't get stuck very often as much as they used to. But yeah, a lot of plans on that. Again, our game is played best when it's 16 humans playing, but we want to introduce more opportunities for you to grab a couple AI and go out and run around the world like we've done with ARC already. It is pretty cool when you go rescue some AI troopers, recruits, and you take them all around, you station them at your base. It's really cool. We just want to introduce more of those moments into the game, but also we want to improve AI, not only on troopers, but also our bug AI too, because I find it a little easier. Our game's a little easy right now, and we need to make our bugs smarter.
We're gonna roll back to that question about making the game harder in general.
Yeah, but the bugs
make them smarter.
Make them smarter, right? Make you think.
Oh, this is an interesting one. Ender Vorks. Can we separate elements of the HUD to be disabled in the menu for a more immersive experience?
You can disable. Do we have to disable HUD live yet?
I'm actually unsure. I don't think we could do individual assets.
But... No, not individual assets, but we do have disable HUD already. We haven't actually thought about that. So, yeah. Oh, I mean, hey, you never know.
I mean, just good to know now. Oh yeah, apparently it is in the game. Let's just hide it.
Yeah, hide HUD's in the game. Yeah, so we've got so many updates, and I've got so many versions of our game everywhere. It's like, this one's live yet.
Quite a few builds to sort through. Can we get? Oh wait, I'm.
Are we done with all the general questions?
Yeah.
The ones we said we were going to answer.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anything that people want to ask, you want to answer. If there's anyone that has been asked and you really want to answer, this is your opportunity.
Somebody asked, so clans are the pre-made groups? No, clans are clans. Clans can create. Oh boy, I'm going to get in trouble here.
Be very careful with what you're about to say.
Create certain missions that are public or private, and there's benefits if they're public versus private, and vice versa. So, yeah, but no, clans are clans. Yeah, and it could be pre-made groups, they could be pug groups, they could be, it could be whatever. Yeah,
we're just teetering on the edge of information.
Teetering on the edge. Yeah, for sure.
What slip up and it's over.
It's over. Yeah, well, that one I'm like, and the reason I don't really want to talk a lot about that is because it's still, we got to save stuff for later this summer to really talk about and get out there and stuff like that. You want the brain bug? Yeah, so do we.
There's a lot of bugs everybody wants.
All the bugs. Yeah. All the bugs. We want them all, and they're all coming.
It's like the.
Will there ever be a single player mode? There'll be solo missions, and I'm not saying anything else on that. Nothing. Nope.
I feel like you would love to, but
oh gosh, yeah.
I think that's every question I see in here.
Yeah, I just can't.
We'd love to go into so much detail. Yeah.
Or the July Q&A or the August Q&A. It'll be fun.
You could time travel. That we could tell you. But...
Exactly.
God bug.
God bug, yes. What's it? I can never pronounce your name. what is it? Alco Quasimodo? Oh my gosh, I can never pronounce that bug's name.
That's just an alphabet soup. I'm not gonna try. I can barely pronounce some of these commenters' names. Will any of the main characters make an appearance in some way?
The main characters from the movies, right? Yeah. That would be awesome. Yep. That would be awesome. Well, some of them can't because they're dead.
Okay, I got grim.
Years in the future, right? So, from the first movie, but is the new rocket launcher in plans for new guns? Yes, it is. I mentioned that. I spoiled it. Yeah, the one on the shoulder from the first movie. Yes. Yeah, like I said, like I can't repeat this enough. If there's a bug or a weapon in the 5 movies, we would love to have them in our game, and we're planning to put them in our game, plus a slew of new guns, like we already have added new guns and weapons.
I think I need to make a chat command where I could just type it. It just says that word for word.
Zombie Dizzy makes an appearance. That would be awesome. Well, it'll probably be just Carl messing with Rico's mind.
Oh, this one's pretty interesting. Would there be a world scoreboard to show the total amount of bugs killed?
Yes, a death counter? I would think so. Yeah, that makes sense for Galactic War, 100%. What year roughly is the game taking place? Oh, we're roughly 23 years after Clendathu, so the first movie. That's where we're at, roughly 23 years.
Regarding servers, is there going to be more EU located servers?
No, any chance of Roughneck? No, we do not have the rights to anything outside of the 5 movies. Full stop. That's the only thing we have the rights to. But we have a lot of room with our great partners at Sony Pictures to add stuff to the official canon. So, like, bugs that we've added, they're not a part of those movies, but we've added, and we got a great partnership. Like Inferno bugs, that's ours, right? Our Royal Guard, that's ours. The Tiger, that's ours. We created those, right? The drone, we created that. The gunner, we created that. They're all officially part of canon now for Starship Troopers for anybody to use, to be honest with you. So our planets are now canon, right? So there's so much that we've done. Like, we could go back and revisit, Clendathu or Planet P, but we already have Valaka. Like, it might be cool, but they're desert worlds, right? Most of the worlds in the existing movies are desert planets, right? We want to take the opportunity to introduce new stories and new biomes also into the world. Hence, Agni below, behind Astraea, and Valaka behind me. It's soon to be something else, and something else.
Really want to tell them, but we can't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, true. Nothing ever happened here.
So do you work together with the studio works on character? No, of course not. No, no, not at all. I enjoy their game. I'm sure they enjoy ours. We're in the same universe. But no, we have no contact with them, as it should be. We're telling our own story. They're telling their own. They work with the same rights holders we do, but we're different games. And like we're all a fan of what they do. There's no doubt about it. So you'd have to ask them if they're a fan of us, but yeah.
I saw a question about class change mid-game.
Yeah, no, that's interesting, right? So now in our game, you can at least now choose your loadouts before you go into your match. Class change again, we've talked about it quite a bit. It's still something that we're looking at. We know how to do it. We have the technology to do it. Whether it fits in our game is and when we want to do it, that's a different thing. But yeah, we talk about it. Jumper beat will be added. That's not in the movies, so it's a cool idea though. We already have a bug that jumps and it terrorized everybody. The Bombardier bug, aka
the whistle noise.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's terrifying.
I love that bug.
I do want to note we are reaching the end of the stream, so
we're gonna ask a few more questions.
Yeah,
right?
If people have questions, put them in now. We can't stay here forever, but we'll try to answer what we can.
Mind control bugs would be good. I really would love mind control bugs. That would be awesome.
That whistle haunts me.
I love the mind control one though. They're kind of creepy, right? Like
Will repair ever be in the after action screen?
The repair XP?
Yeah.
It should be. Yeah, we should get it in there. Yeah, that's probably a bug. And I agree with the viewer. Yeah, I'd love to get a class change mid-game. It's just making sure it makes sense. So, yeah. Player hub details, nothing. Player hub is not something we're not really focused on right now. We do have ideas. We have plans on what we want to do with it and how we're going to do it and where it's going to be, but not something that's within the next 12 months right now.
News outcomes. We covered that earlier. PC first. Then we'll see what happens in the future.
What's that, sorry?
Will there be any different types of drones? I know we asked about turrets. This one's pretty cool.
Yes. Variants?
Yes.
Yeah. For the drone, there will be a variant. Yep. We'd like to have variants of a lot of our bugs, to be honest with you. It just becomes the value proposition of doing a variant versus a new bug. And what does that variant bring to the world? Like the Fire Warrior on Agni was our first because it really made sense so that they could go across all the lava pools and stuff and not take any fire damage. So it really made sense. And so the next one we have to think about, okay, where does it fit? What advantage or disadvantage does it have in that world? And what could be the counter to it, right? So things like that. How about the ability for all class to have 2 primary weapons? No, that's the Demolisher's main thing. Maybe, that's not, we don't want all the classes to start feeling the same, right? That's one thing we don't want to do, but I wouldn't say no to anything right now, but it's not anywhere near in our immediate plans. Royal Warrior or Tiger Warriors? Well, there's already, the Tiger is a mutation of the Warrior. That's what the Tiger bug is. If anybody didn't know, right? The drones are a slight mutation, and the drones are the starter bug, really. And they mutated in the Warrior, and then the Warriors mutated into Tiger. And the Tiger, the Royal Guard's a mutation of the Tiger, and others and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, well, are we looking into PvP like the laser tag mode?
We actually talked about that a little bit. We really have. We've talked about, like, it would be cool one day clan versus clan, and they're doing battle training against each other. So yeah, that's actually something we've talked quite a bit about for futures for our companies. Yep. Valve's saying, please pay attention to my question. I don't know what your question was, sir.
Repeat your question.
Astraea will try to find it. Oh, Dragonic Dude talks about weather changes. Yes, we would love to have that in our game. We're actually in the early investigation stage of weather, as kind of replacing our existing skyboxes and having weather and how it makes sense in our game, stuff like that. But yeah, that really intrigued us. All, of course, needs to know, does it make sense? Technically, can we achieve it without impacting performance? But because we're not a single player game, right? We have to be performant because we're online always. We're server based with our players. There's 16 players doing 16 incredible things on screen all the time. So that's a massive impact on the game. And, that's why there's very few games out there to do more than 3 or 4 player horde-based shooters, right? Plus, we have hundreds, if not thousands, of eventual bugs in our game running around everywhere, and you're killing it. So we got to be very careful with all that, and we got to make sure that performance is key. So adding weather, something might sound visually cool, it really could impact performance, and that's why we're doing a big tech investigation on that and a bunch of other stuff. Did we find that question? He says we're not paying attention to.
I couldn't find it. Will there be a mission or company on the topic of the first landing of Klendatha?
I would like to get back to Klendatha one day when it makes sense. I want to go to Mars too. Like, there's a bunch of planets in the existing movie universe that we'd love to get to. I think Klendatha is such a big epic part, right? And failure of the Federation. It would be good to go back and achieve ultimate victory there one day. Yeah. Add more mutators. Yeah, we got to make sure the ones we have work right first. That's 100% our goal. And that's been our goal all along, is to ensure all our mutators make sense, they work, they function right. But yes, the goal is to add more mutators when we feel comfortable with it. 100%. Players as bugs. I love that idea. You'd love to play as a tiger? Yeah,
I'd love to play as a ball.
I get to get down with that. Will we see an update like the infantry combat overall for squad? Okay, so yeah, I'm not intelligent enough to even talk about the ICO update for squad because I really suck at squad. Though I did get my first kill in squad.
Oh, congratulations.
No, we'll all our yeah, and I got so nervous
Was it a
after
team
that.
kill?
But what we're doing is every update we want to give updates to our combat based on community and based on designer feedback and stuff like that. So I can never say never, but no, for me right now, there is never a plan to do that. I think the closest thing we did to that, to be honest with you, is the introduction of 6 classes. That was the biggest update we've done with our game. We systematically changed all of our classes and what it meant to be a player in our game, and we did it early enough so that we set ourselves up really well for the future to add new abilities and skills and trees and guns and all that. So yeah, no. But yeah. Let's get seen there. Tanker bugs, yes. Maybe a resource mutator. Yeah, that'd be cool actually. Classical music for the movies. Yeah, our music's amazing. I would love the side object. Me too. So that's a part of that we're exploring for maybe 16-player Hives. Not necessarily side objectives, but things you can do inside of it to get you ready for that experience. Because if you're playing 16, you think Hives is tough now. If you're playing 16-player version, you're going to get 16-player version spawns. Because right now in Hives, you're getting 4 or 3-player spawns. So it would be crazy.
We got a cutscene of all of us in the ship landing onto the planet.
Not right now. On a scale 0 to 10, how similar Starship Troopers Galactic War beat out? I'm not answering that. Like, I know ours is different. That I know.
What is it that you?
Now I know what you're saying. Diminish me. Sorry. Well, you had a cutscene of all of a sudden a ship landing on a planet. That would be awesome to just have that stuff in there. We currently don't have the cinematic expertise right now to do that type of stuff. That's something we're looking at, though.
Will questions asked on the Discord be responded in a post-stream segment or text?
I'm sorry?
Will we look into responding to questions asked on Discord post-stream? If we can.
Sure.
Let's try.
Was there planning for what is it that you're planning for next update? Can't go into that right now. It's coming to the end of June. Just be patient for a few more weeks. And then I promise you, your minds will be blown. That's all I'm saying. When is the next double experience? Oh, when is the next double? Everybody wants double XP. The reason it's not been turned on is because we need data. We're in learning mode, right? Early access is much about learning for us too. We want to know how long it takes to progress each of the classes, what the averages is to level up, all those types of things. And so I guarantee you will be on in the summer, sometime in the summer, just not any time within the next few weeks, because we're still gathering data and so many people are playing and experiencing it. We're really getting some really good data, so we can tweak some of the XP curves to make it a little bit more easier or harder.
people did ask for it to be harder. I think we have time for maybe like three more questions.
Yeah, let's do 3 more questions. It's maybe too early to ask, but in the case the game reaches the end of its life after 1 point, Dev Team, it's not going to reach its end of its life. But we'll have a way. We've already had discussions post our deal with Sony Pictures, and it's an extensively long deal. I can tell you that right now. What we want to do, and we're both in principle agreement about making sure the game lives on. That's all I can say.
Are the XP and progress we have now in alpha going to stay after we reach full release?
Yeah, no more wipes. Can you put that in the big capital letters on Steam and everywhere? There'll no longer be a wipe. What you have today, when 1.0 drops later this year, you're gonna. And I just said that. Oh my god! I can't believe I just said that 1.0 is dropping later this year. But I think I've said that before. There's going to be no XP wipes. You're going to be playing. Yeah, you're there. You're there.
We just had to do the one for the new classes.
Yeah, 100%. And
that was just necessary. Hopefully we don't have to do it again. I'm pretty sure it's never gonna happen again.
Now that the
Oh,
game is
wait.
1 year old, happy birthday. Yeah, I just celebrated my first year at Off-World yesterday.
You too. You're both.
Are you
1 year.
planning early access? We'll be out of early access this year.
Where was that beta application again? It's on Discord. I will repost it when we're actively looking for more testers. It's currently on pause. But you could check the announcements channel. If you search there for playtesting, you'll find it.
How many planets and classes would you like to see in a finished game? You mean a 1.0 version of the game? 6? 4 planets for 1.0. Finished game? It doesn't. I don't know. Could be. It's going to be. I don't know if we want to add at least 2 more classes, but we want to add a lot more planets. Can you promise there won't be or microtransaction? There is no microtransaction. The only thing we've got planned is we'd love to sell weapon skins and stuff post launch as supporter packs, but nothing that would be anything other than a cool skin for a gun or a decal or stuff like that at a very low price, just to have extra revenue to continue to produce the game, for sure. But our game will always be buy to play. There will be no microtransactions of any sort, like no pay to win, no XP boost pays, nothing like that. No. And you just need to log into Steam and play our game.
We'll do this one last question. It's from Pablo Leon. Are there plans to give other rewards for re-enlisting other than an extra slot for loadout?
Yes, 100%. We want to have more carrots in that progression path for re-enlistment. 100%. We want to be able to do more with that. The path even to 0 to 100 in your career path, we want to add some new cool things in there for you to get. And post re-enlistment, yes, we'd like to have more options in that. And it's interesting. Our early data shows of all new players coming into the game, 20% of all the new players coming in the game have re-enlisted. That's not bad.
That's pretty big.
There was a question here. Potential for game modes with more than 16 players. Why not? Yes, we'd love to do that. Once we get performance in a place where we're really happy with.
I know, so we'd only do one last question.
Okay, I'm just gonna go through this one. ePulp44. Did you take the sound shots from the movie? Yes, those are movie stems, audio stems. Is there a max number of re-enlistments? Yes, 10.
Do it lightning round. Are you a brain bug, PMO?
Yes. No.
Okay.
We are ready to support the team within. We will not be selling content. Let me be honest with you. It's just we won't be selling like bugs or guns or planets. None of that. It's just weapon skins, armor skins, like uniform skins, visors, stuff like that. And it'll be just very innocuous, just supporter packs.
Alrighty.
Okay, one more question.
Oh, we're getting okay. This is the final one for real this time.
I'm having fun. It's just because
Yeah.
we can't talk about so much stuff. I'd rather be able it's just we just can't. I really wish we could. I spoil so much crap. I get in trouble every day at work for spoiling stuff. I just I'd rather answer these softball questions. Is there new music in the works? Yes. Every new planet we introduce comes with a brand new score that our amazing audio department puts together. And when I mean audio department, it's 2. And they're amazing. Major shout out to those guys, to all the team. Our entire team are amazing. I can't believe what we accomplished for our size. We're definitely punching above our weight. That's it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, do you have one more you want to get out of you before we cut transmission?
Fallout said about performance. I mentioned 14 performance upgrades coming in the next update, and I'm sure Links or someone from the community will list off all of that stuff somewhere. I just signed up Links for something. He's probably going, "Why'd you do that?" But yes, there's a lot coming. Will it fix your specific issue? I'm not sure, but we're working on it. Trust me when I say it, we're working on it. We want everybody to enjoy our game. How big is the team working on your team right now? We have a bunch of sub teams that are helping us. My core development team is around 30, and then we got a development team focused completely on optimization and art optimization and engine optimization that have come in and really helped us out in the last 4 or 5 months. So yeah.
Okay.
I hope the new patch won't break stuff. Me too. That's our goal. All right, we're done. We gotta go.
Yeah, we can't continue lightning round. That was not a lightning round. That was just a full round.
It's Friday. What else we got to do? Oh shoot! We'll go back to work.
Yeah, still the day's not over.
We'll see you in June, and I guarantee you in June, you guys will say, "Oh my god, I can't believe you guys were sitting on this information or this." Like, you guys are gonna put us to task in June. I think.
Yep, there's a lot to look forward to. I just want to thank everybody for
Yep.
putting in your questions and taking the time to come out.
Thanks, everyone. I
Hopefully we
appreciate
can
it.
do this
Thank
again.
you for supporting the game. Thank you for being an amazing community. Thanks for everything you do on Steam, on Discord, all over the place, on Twitter, X, on Facebook. You might not think we're not watching, we're not rating. We are. We're everywhere. We can't respond to everything. And yeah, Discord, like I said, that's our official place. We're always in there. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for coming out. See you next time. Bye-bye.